Christy Thomaskutty joins us today to talk to Emory women's basketball coach. You opened up league play Saturday. Formidable task as your team heads up to Rochester.
We're excited. I mean, what better way to start off the new year, start off league play, than playing such a formidable opponent in Rochester?
You know, taking a look at this Rochester team, do a lot of things well, as I'm sure you've told your team, score the ball pretty well, but it looks like they're really stingy on the defensive end of the floor.
I tell you, it's rare when you see a team who's leading scorer, leading rebounder, and also leads the team in assist, and that's Leslie for them. I just think they're such a well-rounded team. They're always making the extra pass. There's not many weaknesses. I mean, I'm struggling to find a weakness that you can try to exploit. Great guard play. They shoot the ball extremely well. They share the ball extremely well, and then they obviously know, the bread and butter is obviously to go down low to their post players.
How important is it, you guys, your seniors, your three seniors, going into this conference opener at Rochester? What kind of wisdom can they impart on your younger kids?
I think it's a fine line. Luckily, we've been on the road so much through the first part of this season that, we've talked a lot about it, that it is another game on the road, unfortunately, against a very good team. But I think for our young players, it's keeping it simple. It's keeping it the same, that it is another opponent, and that we've got to play, we've got to focus on ourselves, and we just got to, I think for all of us right now, when you go into league play, it doesn't matter what level, what conference, but the window of opportunity just gets that much smaller, that you can't afford to make the same mistakes. These teams are coached so well, they'll exploit that. And so for us right now, it's trying to consistently improve, and I thought we did that coming out of Piedmont, going into Rhodes, but obviously we need to see even more improvement going into this next game.
Coming out of the holidays and finals exams, you guys have a 2-1 record over 3 games. Just kind of your general assessment of that three game stretch.
I was really pleased. First of all, I thought we came back ready to go on the 26th, and I was really pleased with the way that we got after it. I thought we played, and maybe we focused too much on Huntington, so to speak, that in some ways I didn't think we were as sharp going into Piedmont game. Take no credit from Piedmont. I thought they out-hustled us down the stretch, got some key stops, made some key buckets, and we didn't. But I liked how my team responded the next day going into practice, into that prep to go on the road against a very good Rhodes team. So again, I think what I've taken out of it is that we're still improving, and as long as our team can continue to improve, that's what I'm really pleased with.
In the Rhodes game, Shelly Kundu kind of came alive. 20 points, big game for her, but you got a lot of good play out of some other kids as well.
Yeah, I thought, again, the one thing I was really pleased with coming out of Piedmont going into Rhodes is we made the extra pass in that Rhodes game. The assists were up. The uncontested shots were up. We were sharing the ball better. Whereas I thought, again, no selfish players on my team, but I just thought we wanted to do it to help my team versus making and sharing, and we were going to get this next shot. I thought we did a better job at times with our defensive help and premise and, sticking to a game plan. Unfortunately, we didn't win the glass, and that's definitely been a point of contention for us.
9-2 during the non-conference portion of the schedule. How good do you feel about, where you are started in October and now you head into January?
I can see the improvement, especially in our young players. I think our leadership's grown and evolved as well. I think the scary thing for me as a coach is that we still got a lot of room for improvement, and that's one thing we've been talking to our players about. Is it's not about the opponent. It's, are we playing to our potential? Are we playing to our capabilities? And that's what we're striving for right now.
All right, Coach, thanks very much for your time. I'll let you get back to work. Good luck Saturday. Long trip going up to Rochester, but we'll catch up with you next week.
Thanks, John.